And with that, I suppose we'll just get right into it, shall we?
Great pick.
I know, right? So, welcome everyone to the next step on your guys' journey through this adventure. We find ourselves about a day or so into travel. The thrum of ladybug feet drum against the ground, rapidly pulling the 10-wagon caravan forwards along the Deeproot road. Beams of sunlight peek through the thick leafy canopy above. Few would be aware that it's currently midday. You all find yourselves here on the caravan, finishing off some bandits who had attempted a raid. Akan, two bandits are climbing up the wagon towards you. Could you please describe for us how you finish off these bandits and what you've been up to for the last day or so of travel?
Akan is just kind of lightly humming to himself, testing out a few tunes and lyrics to himself in his head, as he kind of just stomps down on one of the bandits' feet as they're trying to climb up, and with the other he plunges the blade his blade down into like their shoulder, just humming and thinking. Very casual.
So, what have you been up to on this last day of travel, give or take?
Probably just finally just relaxing and coming up with songs, coming up with songs and music to play, and
How
to and us
cool.
songs to regale our tale to people we come across.
I love it. Betsy, we find you up on the roof where you're most comfortable. Before you, a grasshopper is taking aim at you with their bow. Could you please describe for us how you finished them off and what you've been up to in the last day of travel?
Um, well, I basically would just shoot back at them and be better than them. And what I've been up to would be probably just thinking about how excited I am for our next new adventure, thinking about what else we're gonna see, how much I've already seen, just be like excited for something new.
Delightful. I love the little bit of ego you sneak in there too. Fyrene, you're up where the driver would normally sit. Beside you, an ant, bloodied but determined, climbs up towards you. Please describe for us how you finished them off and what you've been up to in the last day.
Um, I would be using both my daggers, repeatedly just stabbing them, just like, please, please, just go away. Uh, what I'd be up to? I'd probably be looking out the windows of the vehicle, and just like anyone who's in that who's like near me, if they're free and looking like they have nothing to do, I'm asking them so many questions about every single thing outside. Like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what about that? That one? Oh, cool. What's that? Just, yeah.
So curious on one of your first outings from Solaris. Finally, we come, of course, to you, Junebug, who at this time is standing at the back of a wagon, two large foes approaching. Please, how did you finish them off? And what have you been up to in the last day or so of travel?
uh, For the first one, uh, you would see Junebug try to attempt a skill that he has no knowledge of, at least at this time. A skill of his master, but does it not correctly and clumsily, but still kills the first foe, slashing completely cutting him in half horizontally, and then Junebug jumps and decapitates the second one. As for what he's been doing, much like what I said earlier, Junebug has been training when he gets the chance. Anyone that was paying attention would have noticed that Junebug has been trying to make some sort of attack that he just can't quite seem to do. Every time he does it, it's either not quite right or it's clumsy.
Wonderful.
But always seems so determined to keep trying.
Such non-threats that you're taking time to practice on them. Delightful. So yes, as this raid comes to an end, you are able to find yourselves comfortably surrounded by your allies. This wagon, the third wagon, is able to comfortably fit about 7 people or so. So you each at this time have quite a bit of room to stretch out and make use of the space. However, of course, with consideration for the bedrolls and other such storage and boxes, there isn't a great deal of floor space to make use of. What's more, this raid is one of many that you've all dealt with so far on this trip, with each becoming less threatening and less manned than the last. With that in mind, I'll hand it off to you four, as you sort of find yourselves collected here in Wagon 3. Sunlight peeks in through the windows. Warm.
Junebug is
Uncomfortably warm.
leaning. Junebug is just leaning back on a box as he just says out loud, "Is it just me, or is this getting easier with the bandits?"
That's like trying to ask. It's like trying to see what aphid is stronger than the other. Both are equally pathetic, and I cannot tell the difference.
Oh, it's just Junebug remembers when me and Betsy almost got killed by a group, but that was easy.
You're welcome.
I didn't thank you, Wasp, and don't sit there and act like you did anything. You stomped on one. I took out the two big ones.
All I am hearing, though, is simply by evidence-based analysis, it was difficult before. I am here now. It is easy. There is a clear correlation.
As these two
Not really.
bicker, as per usual. Fyrene, Betsy, anything you guys have been up to? You likely would have heard these two's back and forth constantly throughout travel so far. Some weird
I'll probably
antenna measuring contest between the two, if you would.
I feel like at this point I'm used to it, and like I'll walk from the driver's area and be like, well, that did seem easier, slightly, but you know, the chateau was, I don't know, extreme.
Well, all that Junebug means is that clearly we're improving.
Probably.
If something like that is not a problem, means we're all starting to improve. It's not my fault that the Wasp interprets everything through as we heard, through antenna measuring. It's not Junebug's fault that everything has to be measured in such a way.
Spoken like someone with a short antenna.
My goodness.
Says the one that has an ego the size of a wolf spider.
My ego is perfect size for my capabilities. It is simply accurate.
So, not a lot?
Junebug just looks at Betsy and goes, "Betsy, help me out here. Doesn't it feel like things are getting a little easier? Doesn't it feel like we're actually getting better? Like, help me out here."
I mean,
Junebug means.
I think that all of our battles so far were manageable.
We almost got crushed by that thing.
Almost doesn't mean did.
You can even think back for a moment as the same level of bandits you had fought at Cognog's fortress, which was an exhausting battle before. The
Junebug
memory
still wishes
flickers
he
over
coulda-
you.
Junebug still wishes that he could have kept Cognog's head. I think Cognog's head would have made a really good helmet.
You call me barbaric.
I call you an idiot.
Oh. Those who are fools often cannot understand intelligence and sophistication when they see it. It's a shame, truly.
No wonder there isn't a wasp that lives in the village.
Yes, we prefer the company of more civilized folk.
As these two begin to return to their usual bickering state, is there anything that anyone would like to do in or around the wagons? Once more, you guys know you're about a day or so into travel on what's likely to be 5 to maybe a week's worth of days. The capital looming far in the distance at this time.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but Junebug will be, anytime. But if we've stopped for the time, Junebug is probably interacting with the ladybugs, with a big old smile on his face as he gets to pet them and interact with them.
If you wanted to step outside, the caravan is, now that battle has concluded, moving at perhaps a brisk walking speed. Or at least for you guys. If you wanted to catch up to the further wagons, a light jog, or you could dolly a bit and lean back to the wagons behind you.
Junebug will stick to the current wagon, but walk beside it.
So Junebug
It's
departs
just
to
that
the
it's-
ladybugs.
It's just good policy to have at least one sentry outside.
Anything anyone else would like to do here on the road?
Keep an eye out for any traces of my sisters. See if I notice any signs of battle or anything else, or if people have noticed anything about the wasps in the area.
Sure, give me just I guess if you're on the road, give me a perception check. And we'll say this counts for like the last day or so of travel as well.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure if we did hear anything about two wasp women, I'm sure it would be heralded with horrible stories of blood and massacre.
5. Horrible.
Tales of victory.
5. That's pretty bad, but yeah.
With the 5, you've definitely seen general signs of battle, scratches against trees, off the road out fields where there's just like old splatterings of perhaps blood laced around. It's hard to say if this was caused by your sisters or other situations going on around here. But if you're hoping to follow battle, you've definitely been going in the right direction so far. You all know that the closest thing to like lunch on the road will probably be within the next hour or so as well, provided by Wagon 2, the cook.
Oh, that reminds me. Junebug kind of moseys back just enough to get to the inside of the wagon. Doesn't go in, but says, "That reminds me, Betsy. How are your rations? Does Junebug need to go hunting?"
That's a good point. That reminds me, I'm gonna need you to spend one of your rations, Betsy, because it's been about a day. But do continue.
I have 6 days left, so I think I'm okay.
You sure? Junebug does know how to make jerky.
That's okay. I think I don't want to carry more. That would kind of suck. So
Maybe, but Junebug knows what it's like to be around a hungry spider. Junebug does not recommend this.
I will not eat you.
Didn't imply that you would. It's just, in Junebug's experience, when spiders get hungry, they tend to get a little snippy. That could just be her.
That's probably one bad spider.
Actually, she's very nice. Actually, unless she starts working at the forge. Otherwise, she's actually really nice.
Who's this spider you're talking about? Dude.
One of the 4 strongest in the in my village. She's How does Junebug explain? She makes all of our weapons, teaches those who pass the trials to make weapons themselves, is the one that teaches anyone that wishes to know how to make weapons out of the things we defeat, and Junebug doesn't know how to explain this last one. She's I guess you could say she's like a shaman, I guess you could say. She always seems to know more than she lets on as well, which is always disconcerting.
Huh. Interesting.
I better take good care of my sword, otherwise she'll wring my neck when I come home. If she sees that I've battered it, she'll be furious.
As time begins to pass, Junebug and Fyrene, as people who speak Chemcast, a language of scents and pheromones, you guys can both taste it on the air that someone is, how would you say, very passionately upset about a situation coming from somewhere ahead of you. Seemingly cooking something in a way that just, you can taste it on your tongue, just the broth. You can feel how tender and slow cooked food is coming, the vegetables. And you know whatever is currently being made will just melt in your mouth. Yet equally so, you can hear someone rather displeased about something. Either of you, or both of you, if you'd like, feel free to give me a perception check if you'd like to learn more.
Sure. Dice. There we go. Again with the bad rolls.
Get them out early.
These dice hate me. How do digital dice hate me? Are you serious?
They did me too, so you're not at a disadvantage. So what'd you guys get?
That puts me at a 10.
Alright, and Fyrene?
10.
Alright, we can do 10s. Nothing's being hidden here. You are able to still bothly parse out the soft murmurings of someone considering seasonings to add, and a very strong frustration that there are certain herbs completely lacking on this trip.
It just sounds like to me the chef is angry. At least Junebug doesn't have to intervene.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about cooking, so hey, maybe it's something important. But, you know, the food's great, so...
I mean, it just sounds like to Junebug that if we did ask, they'd have us go looking for some random herb. Do you really want to go herb picking?
Not really, but at the same time, I could look at more plants, and that would be cool.
If Junebug didn't know any better, Junebug would think you were a druid.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe. But
Speaking
You're
of,
not.
no, I'm not. Yeah.
speaking
It's
of
just interesting.
fascinating
There's
new
so many.
plants, as you speak outside the window, you guys kind of open up into more of a bit of a plains area, and you get another new fresh influx of different vegetation and flowers, something you haven't seen a lot of yet. Colors of purples, pinks, different reds, oranges, a brief glimpse at an explosion of color across the way.
Huh.
Beautiful. Reminds me of home.
Mhm. Any closer look would actually reveal, again, quite a distance away, but clearly some people gathered around, poking within the flowers. Perhaps bees or butterflies. People living their lives.
Okay, for a second there, I thought that everybody was harvesting poppies.
Yes, I suppose this has been the first, aside from the little raids, the first real downtime you guys have had, where you haven't had a whole lot to do.
Nope. Junebug just kind of says out loud, you know, it's nice not having to worry about anything right now. It's nice to not have to worry about getting eaten or stabbed or corroded by some sort of acid or bit or burned. Or does Junebug is Junebug driving home the problems here?
Yeah, I understand
miss-
for sure.
I do miss. I do miss the combat, and almost getting eaten. It's more exciting than this.
Um,
What is with you wasps? Do you guys just think of nothing but battle? Life is to be experienced and lived. It's not just about the hunt.
That is experience in living.
Why do you just see Junebug just slap his his forehead? Just why do I even try?
As you guys continue talking,
At least the spider gets it.
yes, as you guys continue your conversation, you'll see with a bit of a brisk jog, someone you would identify as a pillbug seems to sort of jog up a little bit to your guys' wagon and kind of like waving at you guys a little bit, trying to get your guys' attention. Um, hello. Uh, so you guys are rangers, right?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
How can Team Blue Rose help you?
Oh, I mean, I don't really need help, so to say, but I just, I mean, he kind of like pulls off of his back, uh, you know, he got a little like a sprig, if you would, a little kind of grass tuft. A better look at him, you can see very crudely homemade adventuring attire along the side of a belt, little glass flasks with water that are colored of all sorts. I've I've always been curious about uh, the guild, and I was curious. I don't know if the next time you guys go out or do something, if maybe you guys could, I don't know, bring me along.
Well, that depends. First off, I'm not going to automatically say, yes, this is something we would all have to discuss. But secondly, I would need to know that you are capable to handle yourself. I hope you understand that I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but we can't necessarily carry dead weight. I have to make sure you can carry yourself. Because I would honestly say we're constantly getting ourselves into trouble.
Anyone else have anything they'd like to add? Well, in that case, he kind of motions, to his little outfit and to a weapon. I'm fairly confident that I can. I mean, I'm gonna join the guild myself one of these days. I just, I've been waiting a little bit because I'd like to learn a little bit more about what it's like actually. Speaking of, he's gonna take a look at which one of you guys is gonna bother right now. He's gonna go up to you, Betsy. So he's gonna come to you. He's, getting up on the wagon properly. And he's done a very quick glance over you, specifically looking towards your weapons. Who made your weapons? Have you fought many monsters?
I kind of just bought them back home, but yeah, we were fighting some monsters. We were fighting some. Actually, we just fought some guys on the way here.
I mean, I saw that, but but monsters. More than just like everyday guys, but like the termites and other and like this. He goes to say spider, but catches himself immediately, remembering that looking at you, you're a spider. And
Frog.
other monsters. You fought a frog? He's immediately comes even closer.
Well, zombie frog, but yes.
You fought a zombie frog? What was it like? Was it big?
Well, Jumba kind of looks into the window and go, can we all agree that it was kind of a zombie frog? We all in agreement on that? I mean, what else would you have called it at that point?
I mean, key note is that frog is part of it, so we did fight a frog.
And we have it right here. I pull the freaky jar. The eye in it. I just pull it out.
Just grab it out of Fyrene's bag.
No, I have it in my bag. Actually, remember it got passed to me.
I don't.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I don't think
I see.
Yeah. I have the freaky eye bag wrapped in papyrus, so you can't look at us. And I just kind of peel back the wrapper a bit. See.
Wow. As you do that, the kind of like the little eyes floating in this substance kind of blink open, kind of swirl around the jar a little bit, look to the pill bug, then look up to you. And as it looks at you, again, it starts to morph a little bit. Kind of suddenly some features, like a bit of fangs start to appear and what have you. As it kind of mimics
enough
your
of that.
appearance.
I close it. I just close it. I just pat the top of the jar and just close the wrapping again. Alright.
No chances for the thing.
Jubug just looks to you and just goes, why do you still have that?
Why not? We killed it. We get the trophy.
It's evil! Whatever that thing is, it's not natural. If
Get rid of it.
If Jumba had it his way, he would have encased that thing in ember.
Okay. I kind of looks confused and looks at it. Do they not have glass where you're from? Are you this uncivilized? It's called a jar. Do you know what that is?
Glass will only hold that thing so long before someone messes up, looks to you with that face of, I expect you to drop it one of these days. But ember
I would never drop it. My grip strength is impeccable.
But ember is a much more permanent decision.
As these
But
two
then we wouldn't
return
be able
to
to
their
admire the
natural
trophy.
state of arguing.
I swear to God, if you ever drop that damn jar and that thing escapes, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you fix the problem because
It's precisely for that possibility that I'm keeping the jar. It'd be a useful getaway tool.
Because we do not know what that thing does. We don't know what it can do, and I would prefer not to find out.
I'd prefer we throw it at someone we don't like and they can figure it out for us. You see?
Was that Fyrene?
I was gonna ask, if you wanted to encase it in ember, then do you know where we could get it though?
Maybe. It's hard to say. Stuff like that's rare and hard to come by.
There's also not really an easy way to maybe get rid of it, because, I don't know, it's like in that jar right now. And when it wasn't in the jar, it was in a frog. So...
Well, Junebug's not saying kill it. I mean, I don't even know if we could kill it at this point. I'm just more trying to think of more permanent ways to keep the thing from doing whatever it's doing.
That's why there's a wrapper.
You're
Yeah,
also
for
very finely
temporary
aware
solution.
that it seems to have runes on this jar as well. Or some sort of spell written on it. I guess the pillbug sits
doubt
here in
it'll
awe
get out.
completely. So that's a frog?
Well, what came out of the frog, I guess you could say. Whatever it is, it's alive. To whatever that means.
Frogs are controlled by slime? That's crazy! I would have never known!
Honestly, I actually don't think so. I think whatever that is was the thing that was, how does Junebug, what does Junebug want to say here? Whatever that is, it was controlling, puppeting the frog corpse, I guess you could say?
Interesting. He's immediately gonna turn to you, Fyrene. So, aside from monsters, and he's gonna kind of like look out down the path behind you guys, do you guys normally kill people, or is this like an occasion?
Not normally, or, you know, on purpose, but like, they were attacking the caravan, so we sort of had to deal with that. Yeah.
Right.
It could happen accidentally, of course, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
What's the biggest bad guy you've dealt with? What's he? How big? What kind of bug was he?
I just imagined the pillbug just like almost practically forehead to forehead.
every question he gets a step closer. Why'd you leave your civilian lives? Was it boring?
I wanted to. Well, I wanted to, you know, explore the world, sort of see what's out there, you know? Sometimes it gets boring being in the same place for a while and, you know, see the same four, like, walls, the same buildings, the same road, you know? It's nice to get out there and explore.
Right, that's exactly why I want to become a ranger. See the world a little bit. Who needs to stay in the same spot all the time?
And he's kind of paces around a little bit of the back of the wagon.
What are guild quests like? Do you do a lot of them? Are they hard?
You look to you, Akan.
It's extremely easy for someone like me. But for the rest of my compatriots, I imagine it's very difficult.
Wow, so you're like super tough then.
Indeed.
I don't know about that.
I kind of just turns slowly and like stares at you. And just doesn't say anything.
What? What are you looking at me like that for? What did I say?
Hey, pillbug. Don't get the
Feldspar.
wrong. Don't get the wrong idea. Being a ranger is dangerous. We're constantly asked to put our lives on the line. The pay is good, but that's why I said earlier that we need to make sure you know how to handle yourself. Rangers are constantly putting themselves in dangerous situations. Maybe not always, but most requests are pretty dangerous.
That's fair enough, but I already come prepared. I found this.
And of course he pulls off his little weapon and he holds it with a little bit of pride, which is just like an average kind of blunt bludgeoning weapon, if you would.
Junebug just kind of looks towards just Betsy with that look of, do you believe in this one or not? Like, how long do you think before this one gets eaten?
With that glance
I
to
just
Betsy.
why.
But yes, with that glance to Betsy, he will actually return his attention to you.
Was the frog the craziest monster you've dealt with? Is there other monsters?
Yeah, I think the frog was kind of it. Oh, we fought some more bandits, but they weren't nearly as cool. We just kind of like killed them all, but yeah.
Why'd you live your civilian life?
I just wanted to see what was out here, honestly. I was very curious. There's so much of the world that you just don't get to see. So, without like if you don't go out on your own, then you're just going to hear stories about it and you won't be able to see it on your own. So
you're all like
curiosity.
just seeing the world, huh? That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
AKA City Girl got caught Wanderlust.
That's so interesting.
Sorry,
I mean,
Betsy, you know I poke fun.
well, I mean, if you guys ever need another team member, feel free to come find me in wagon number 5, all the way at the back there. And don't pay mind to the other 2 people in there. They're a bit quiet. But I'm happy to talk anytime if you guys want to talk about your adventures. I'd love to hear about it. They sound like, I mean, you guys are like, kind of like motions at your little group. You guys are like, you're like it. You guys are in it. That's super cool. I mean,
Well, keep in mind, we've only been rangers for a short time.
How long have you been rangers for?
What are we going on, Betsy? Like a couple days?
Yeah.
Wow. Already like barely even a week, and you're already like.
He kind of like tries to like, do any of you have your badges? Like, are any of you wearing it, or do you have them hidden, if I may?
You would always see Junebug wearing it. It's on the collar of his trench coat.
Right out. Anyone else openly displaying their badge?
No.
Probably wouldn't be, I imagine.
I'm probably not.
Only okay, perfect. So he kind of like looks to Junebug.
So you guys are like not even a week in, and you're like already hit another rank. That's so cool. I hear that it's not like the easiest thing in the world. You have to do like I mean, I guess you guys fought a frog. That's pretty interesting. It's hard to do that.
Well, I guess when you put your neck on the line for a trophy hunt, I guess people take notice especially when it's one like that.
Wow. I am gonna have to, please. I would love to hear more and ask you guys more questions about it. So feel free to come back anytime. Until, I mean, I'm sure more people might join, so it might get a bit more crowded. But for now, it's pretty spacious back there. Anyway,
she's gonna kind of like hobble to the back of the wagon, hop off a little bit.
I'm sorry. What was your team?
We are Team Blue Rose.
Blue Rose. Well, I hope to hear more about you guys. And one day I'll be just like you.
And he kind of like slows down his jog and allows the wagons to pass.
Before he goes
yes.
away, can I just like right as he's saying I hope like to be like you guys, can I be like yeah, and for that I'll give you a little gift for
Yeah.
you know, the future. and I'll give him a husk dagger that I bought.
Whoa, he's gonna pick that up and you're gonna see his eyes go wide. Whoa! Kind of like unsheaths it a bit and just like looks at the edge.
That's crazy. I'll treasure this. Thank you. Oh, I wish I had something to give you in return. I'm sorry. Okay,
Don't worry about it.
puts it away.
I'll treasure this. Thank you so much.
You can see he's very kind of like fanning about this a little bit. So excited to finally like worked up the nerve to come over here and talk to you guys. As he sort of fades into the wagons behind.
Just so it wasn't clear, Junebug has literally been like hanging off the
Mhm.
the window this whole time. Like his arms and a bit of his torso is inside and head is inside, but the rest of him is outside. He's literally hanging off the fucking window, and he's
Yep.
been doing this the whole time.
As the actually continue.
Nice guy. I don't know how long he'll last as a ranger, but he's nice.
Mhm.
I think he's romanticizing it just a little too much, though, if you ask me.
That's not hidden. I'll have to hide these. As the caravan pulls forward, again the trees begin to sort of die off in this part of the road as you guys kind of lift up to more of a cliff's edge. Sunlight peers in brightly through these windows. And in this moment, Betsy, as you are hit by perhaps the most raw sunbeam that you've been hit by since ages before you've met the party, something tickles like the back of your head a little bit. Like you are
I'm
just
a vampire.
somehow too seen. You move all you want. You can move somewhere more shadowed. But it's just you felt very like watched for an
Yes.
instant. And inversely, Fyrene, as that sunbeam hits you, that raw just warmth brings you back to the scorched render and the sort of the peace at knowing that you are seen and are watched over. But yes, we continue forth on this road.
Still hanging off the window.
Hmm?
Been doing this for at this point would probably been doing this for hours. Just Junebug being Junebug. Just So then, I think it's prudent that we all discuss what we're going to do next. Once this job is over, we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing. Any ideas?
That's true. You will all find yourselves in the capital city of Acrewood before you know it.
Well, I know I need to ask for information about any wasps, and perhaps it could be prudent to talk to that librarian that was mentioned, Mim, about this burned face painting. There's something odd about that house, and I would.
Did we
like
take any of the
to-
paintings? I forgot.
Yes, I took some of the paintings.
We have them.
I mean, that's assuming we'll actually get any actual info. Like, remember that whole place was basically squalor. It looked like no one had been there for years.
Well, let's see what the librarian has to say. 'Cause this
Except for
painting was.
except for tall, dark, and gruesome.
All
Well,
dark.
worst case scenario, we get a proper appraisal on these paintings and sell them.
You know,
You're
for
gonna-
someone that claims to like fighting so much, you get really hung up on money.
Well, why wouldn't I? How are these facts mutually exclusive?
Because you're a hunter like Junebug, so like I would imagine you don't really need the money that much.
Where did you get that idea from? Is it not obvious that I am a sophisticated man with cultured tastes? Currency is required for these things.
Junebug prefers to
Not
be
really.
self-sufficient.
Yes, like, well, I'm not homeless like you, so.
Oof.
Wow.
It's called self-sufficiency, meaning I don't need to rely on everyone else to wipe my own ass.
Yes, well, I would still prefer, not to use my own hand to wipe my ass. I could, but it's not exactly the most pleasant experience.
And what was that, Amelie? Betsy?
Oh, nothing.
Yes, are you guys gonna spend sort of the afternoon in this wagon, or are you guys gonna walk around a bit? Or how are you guys feeling?
I mean, I can't think of anything.
But so how? Wait,
Mhm.
what are the surroundings again currently? Sorry.
You guys have just come out of a more forested section of Acrewood and are kind of on an incline along a cliff's edge with another kind of cliff's edge to the other side. So you're just sort of going
Okay.
up currently. There is a lot of sunlight pouring in through the windows, to which you'd have each witnessed Betsy very immediately move, like it was uncomfortable. And I suppose seemingly Fyrene is quite pleased to be within the sun's light. And that is where we are currently.
I could just imagine like the sun being just like hitting Junebug and just Scorchrender just seeing a goofy bug just literally just hanging off a fucking window with a goofy grin, just probably thinking this is what one of my disciples did with their life.
Right?
This thing? Are you serious?
So again, I'll ask. Are you guys planning to spend the afternoon in your wagon, or are you going to explore?
I'll probably wait until we get like to the peak of this like uphill before I begin looking around, so I have a good view of the area.
That's super fair. Anyone else? Alright then. As time begins to pass, you are all, whatever it is you are up to, perhaps tending to weapons, to wounds, reading, or what have you. You do come to the top of the incline. It is still quite bright, but you are able to get a good nice bit of a view before you guys start to head back downwards into the depths of the woods once more. If you want to look around, now is your opportunity. Anything you're looking for specifically, Akon?
I guess, yeah, just taking stock of the whole area now that we're higher up, and I guess again, see if I can spot anything that might give me a hint towards my sister's whereabouts.
Mm-hmm. Sure, give me a perception or an investigation check at this time, whichever you'd prefer.
Let's see. Perception, investigation, perception. All right.
I'll pull up for you guys as well. General.
Natural 20s. That's
God
21.
damn, that's super nice. Well, first things first, I'll show you guys kind of generally where you are, as I've swapped the Albert
Okay.
over a little bit here. You guys will find we have just kind of left this zone here, where Oak Ridge is,
Mhm.
and we are moving in the direction of this little settlement, in this kind of direction. We'd say you guys are perhaps about halfway, give or take here. You can see quite around you as you're kind of come up to like a plateau of a situation here. The surrounding area is very densely forested. Looking south, you can see the kind of a gradient of trees becoming more and more dead and decaying until there is a light smog or a fog covering what you might understand to be a border between Acrewood and the Deadlands, and off into the desolate wastes. And as you kind of looking ahead of you, you do notice along the side of the road a broken spear's tip that you would recognize as wasp made. It is no longer able to be used in any way, shape, or form, and you're welcome to take it with you. But it does seem that a wasp of some kind had moved in this direction.
see any tracks or anything around here, or is it like a too late to kind of see anything like that?
It would have been some time ago that these were here. But that
Okay.
said, you are also aware that no wagons would have been traveling out of Oak Ridge. So anyone moving away from Oak Ridge would have been going at a slower pace. So if you're hoping to catch
Yeah.
up to
Okay.
someone, you are definitely going faster than them.
All right. Cool. I'll
Mhm.
be sure to pick up the spear tip.
Absolutely. Please add to your inventory broken wasp spear tip.
All right.
We'll return to this little scene here. But yes, anything anyone else would like to do, or we will be kind of fast forwarding a bit here. We are now going to be coming towards a downhill pretty soon, but right now the road is pretty flat.
I mean, I'm good.
Yes, it's good to
I
me.
don't know about everyone else.
I think I'm good.
Wonderful. As we kind of move forward, the evening is able to make itself known. The sunlight slowly drifts away, and the thrumming of aphids, the sounds, the chirps, mites in the distance, begin to lull. At this time, you would have an unfamiliar character kind of come up to your guys' wagon. Let me see if I can pull up what they look like real quick here. An ant wearing a simple garb approaches the back of your guys' wagon. They carry with them 4 different bowls and approach with no real emotion on their face at all, quite a neutral kind of expression. And they sort of place down kind of like a tray on the edge of your guys' wagon. And they kind of gesture at you guys.
Huh.
With that, if no one has anything they'd like to do, they will sort of make their leave heading up forwards to the wagons ahead of you.
It's just a tray, or can I
Okay.
go?
Yeah, there is on the very back of your guys' wagon, where it opens up, there is a tray with 4 bowls of food.
Food, right on.
Yay!
Kind of is it edible for me?
I'm glad you asked. You will notice, Betsy, with perhaps a general understanding that people aren't going to be making food for you at this point, that one of these bowls is indeed made a lot more savory, if you would.
Oh, that's kind.
But yes, as the evening also begins to come about, Fyrene, you're kind of finding like your shoulders are a bit sore, and you're developing a little bit of a cough.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Are any of you guys sick or something? Because I seem to be getting sick. I don't know what's happening.
Well, Junebug takes his food and just there went all of our money.
I will let you know you are being provided these meals for free as part of the travel.
That's not what Junebug meant.
Okay, good.
So we're getting robbed, probably, huh?
It's probably gonna cost us an arm and a leg to get you two checked up on.
Oh.
Or simply see if they survive.
We're not doing that, Wasp. Things don't work that way. Just because you're hard-headed and you believe in survival of the fittest doesn't mean everyone else does. Now shut it. Betsy, Fyrene, if it gets any worse, let me know. Again, we're all probably gonna have to pitch in to probably get you two checked up, looked at when we make it to town. Because I guarantee it's those bites from you two. Is what that is.
For a cough? Interesting.
We don't know what those zombie things were carrying. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like getting bit by whatever this world's equivalent of a rat would be.
Probably like a mite or something like that.
Thank you. It's like getting bit by a mite. Most people underestimate how bad that can actually be. Trust me, Junebug has seen what happens when stuff like that is untreated. It's not pretty.
As the evening also begins to cast, you guys can hear the sounds of perhaps an argument coming from the wagon behind you as well. Generally the chatter.
So long as it doesn't go violent.
Hard to say.
So long as it's not violent, we're here to take security, and that includes making sure the passengers don't get violent.
It's hard to say. All you know is there's an argument. Noise.
Junebug just says out loud, arguing like an old married couple.
I'll just go look at what's happening, just in case. Don't know.
If you need help, just let Junebug know. This
Yep,
is our job
sure.
after all.
I guess I'll go closer to where they're arguing, and hopefully...
Absolutely. Anyone want to join? I know it seems like Junebug's gonna relax a bit. Anyone want to go with Fyrene? Or is this gonna be a fun little solo outing?
Anyone want to come along?
I'm gonna stay on the top of the caravan.
Alright. Actually, let me do a little check for you real quick here. Also quite good. As you kind of climb, we'll come right back to you, Fyrene. This is only a short thing. As you climb atop the wagon and bask in the moonlight and the darkness, you do feel a tinge of warmth. It feels very at home to be here in the dark once more. A comforting presence, if you would. But yes, Fyrene, as you kind of slow down and allow the fourth wagon to kind of catch up to you a little bit more, peeking into the wagon, you find a group of 3 ants speaking to each other with seemingly a lot of energy, and a single mosquito off at the back with their back turned towards you. The interior of this wagon looks very similar to your wagon, but some mercantile supplies and romantic gifts can be seen strewn nearby the nearby bedrolls. Looking for that seemingly an argument, you find the 3 ant women, one of them standing tall above the others, and they are giving a speech as the other 2 sit nearby, listening in, one sort of whittling something out of wood.
Alright, girls. We're only a few days out, and the king won't give us a lot of their time. I need to hear big ideas. We should do something that'll leave an impression. Maybe we can have music presence? We can't afford to pay for bards, Dana. Remember, this is just a prototype. Willa, any thoughts? Don't look at me, Maisie. I just make the stuff.
The standing ant places her head in her hands for a moment.
Alright, girls, you're tired. I get it. We'll come back to this in a few minutes.
And following this, she sort of walks towards you, Fyrene, paying no mind, and sits down at the edge of the wagon. seemingly quite tired.
Hey, are you guys headed to the same place as us?
If you mean the capital, yeah.
I didn't mean to overhear, but you're gonna present something? That's cool.
Yeah, no, we're looking. How do you feel about Mystria?
Wait, I forgot what that was.
Mystria is a region, much like Acrewood, that is known for sort of technology, if you would. They're also known to be very all about the gods of sky.
I mean, Mystery is like kind of cool, you know? They got all their technology and stuff, and it's all complicated and intricate. It's cool.
Well, in that case, I don't think we need your help. Thanks.
And she's gonna kind of like cross her leg and turn away.
Okay. Wow.
Seemingly Mystria, she's not a big fan.
Okay. Well, you're gonna hate.
Yeah?
You're not gonna talk to me just because I said I'm okay with Mysteria? With Mystria?
It's not that that's the issue. It's that what we're doing sort of kicks them out of the deal, if that makes sense. So I can't risk anyone flapping their mouth about what we're doing in case Mystria hears anything about it.
I honestly don't know enough to even tell anyone about anything, and also I don't think I'd blab like that, so...
Can you give me a persuasion check, please?
Okay.
And if you'd like to know more about the relationship between Acrewood and Mystria, you're also welcome to give me a history check.
Okay. 12 for the persuasion.
Alright.
And what was the other roll you said?
If you'd like to learn more about the relationship between Mystria and Acrewood, you can make a history check.
History. 7.
You don't know, you know Solarian born. At the end of the day, you don't know anything about the politics of this region. That being said, it seems Maisie kind of believes that you wouldn't even know who to talk to, even if you wanted to blab.
In that case, maybe you can help us with some light brainstorming. We're trying to kind of create a presentation for the king that's okay. So we have we have a prototype for a technology that would sort of improve like milling and other food production. And a lot of this would make certain relationships with Mystria obsolete. Dana would know more about the details specifically. And the idea here would be like, we're looking just like it would grant Acrewood a lot more independence from Mystria's technology at the end of the day. And sure, it would kind of shunt them out of the deal. And who knows what the issues that may cause, but it's not really our concern at the end of the day. The less they're influencing us, the better, I would think. But it's just been annoying because like, well, we only got this one good shot to like make an impression. And you know, if they like it, huge, but you know, there's a good chance they might just sort of wave their hand and we don't even get an opportunity. So we're trying to think about what we could do with what we have available
we can't just go hire bards, you know, we don't have that kind of funding at the time now. And aside from just showing up with it, like, I don't know how we can stand out.
I mean, if it's truly like innovative and something that's really gonna help, then I think showing it is probably a really good idea. That way, you know, the king can see that it's a great invention.
Yeah, I guess I'm just a bit worried that, like, with the princess coming by, that maybe it won't stand out enough. You know, we kind of have like the festivals going on. That maybe is it just like it might just be bad timing. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, are you not from Acrewood? Do you not know?
No, I'm not familiar with the festivals that are going on.
I understand. Okay. So without going into more detail, I don't know. So a lot of the regions, not just Acrewood, but like Reservoir, Solaris, Mystria, a lot of these kind of the more heavily civilized places in Terrace. Often, sometime in Bloom, she's also known as the Herald of Bloom. She's lovely from what I've heard. Primrose from the Hive likes to come visit a bunch of cities and kind of build political relationships or something, make things better, kind of deepen. Because the Hive only just came out of isolation within the last few cycles or so. So she's going to be coming by in about a week or two. So there's the issue. I'm like, that's a really big event, and the entire city holds an entire festival for it because it's like things overlap really easily, and we like to make an impression. And with everything going on, I feel like we're just going to get completely overshadowed. Like, we don't really know how we can really make much an impression with what we have available to us right now, I guess. And she kind of like gestures into the wagon behind her, and like, she kind of talks a bit quietly. The girls are great and all, but I don't think they kind of understand kind of the importance of this meeting, if you would. And Dana, I mean, they're the craftsperson, but I don't think they care remotely at the end of the day. So yeah, just annoying.
And you said this prototype was for what again? Milling and...
Well, not specifically milling, but it's going to help us a lot more when it comes to advancing like food-related technologies. Currently, we rely a lot, from my understanding, we rely a lot more on like these crystal things that come out of Mystria. They seem to have like the only access to it for whatever region, and these things allow them to like boost, in a way, I guess, how things operate. And we're hoping just to like, in theory, we're just gonna burn up that contract with what we're hoping to do here. And you know, of course, we're worried about anyone hearing about it, because like if the potential is to get Mystria out of the deal, well, we don't want Mystria finding out. They're not gonna like that. So you see the issue.
Maybe, yeah, maybe you could, you know, leading up to when you're about to talk with the king, maybe try and figure out ways of helping with the festival, with the food production for the festival, with the new prototype that you have. And like, then you can go up to the king and potentially be like, hey, you know, like, been working really great. We've been helping a ton, you know?
That's
You
not
might be
a
more
bad
inclined
idea.
to
Make an impression of the festival before we have our meeting. That could actually work really well.
Yeah.
then
And
people are
it could be
talking
a
about it.
surprise that like you're using this prototype and it's like, whoa.
I like the way you think, Firefly. What's your name?
Fyrene.
Fyrene. Maisie. And she kind of reaches her hand out to shake your hand.
I'll shake her hand. Nice to meet you.
Lovely meeting you. I'm afraid I can't see a whole lot more, but maybe I'll come out. Are you? What are you guys in, like Wagon 5, 3? Where are you guys from?
3. Wait, was it 3?
Yeah, it was 3.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so you're one of those rangers.
Yeah.
Well,
My
thanks for putting all the hard
new
work
friends are in there. Yeah.
I hope you've all
Thank
been
you.
super
I can't
well
take all the
introduced.
credit.
Well, it's not like they're here to say otherwise. Thanks for being so sociable. As we get, maybe we'll come up there. And we'll ask you guys some questions. It seems like you got a
Yes, you
pretty
should
good
meet
head on
the
you.
rest. You should meet the other people, my other friends.
We'll keep that in mind.
I'd love to introduce you to the other two, but I don't think they're in any mood to talk to anybody right now. She kind of turns
That's
around.
okay.
They're kind of tired. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
And of course,
See
Maisie
you
will return to
later.
kind of sulking. If you wanted, there is still the mosquito inside. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you wish.
I'll go talk to the mosquito, sure.
Alright. Climbing sort of up into the wagon a bit more, you're able to approach this mosquito. They are looking into their reflection in a small barrel of water. He doesn't seem to pay you any mind at all, and is consumed entirely by a very meticulous self-care routine. He wears a drab robe of green and auburn colors, just sort of reciting to himself like really shitty pickup lines.
Oh my god! Someone
no.
call narcissist.
Hi? Hello? Hey.
Huh? Oh, hello. Sorry. You got me in the middle of getting ready for mating season. Pay no mind to me.
Oh.
I'm just practicing.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you. I'm actually struggling. Actually, do you know any good pickup lines?
Not really. I just sort of, blink out Morse code if I need to, and it usually works. Have you tried Morse code?
What's Morse code?
Well, you see, I can make light, right?
Yeah.
I guess I point to my butt. Yeah.
Your thorax, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can make light, and I sort of just like blink.
And that's how you
random
flirt with
patterns. Yeah.
people. I see.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
So you think
no.
I should flash lights at
Don't
people?
teach him that. Don't teach him that.
So I should flash lights at people I'm interested in. What is it? What do you say specifically? Like, does it mean anything, or is it just like an open invite?
Oh god.
Uh,
It's sort of an open invite. It's like a buffet, if you will.
How indulgent.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So I should just
Yeah.
openly put myself on the market for everybody to know. Okay.
Yeah.
By flashing
Don't
lights.
flash yourself though.
Don't flash.
Yeah, because I don't know if that would work on you, but
Oh, but it works for you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because I can flash myself, but
oh god.
So what should I do instead? Since I can't flash people. How do I flash
that's a
myself in
great
Morse
question.
code to let people know I'm DTF? Will they know?
Oh my god.
I think so. I think they'll just know, you know. I
think they'll get the
heard some of the
message?
pickup lines you were practicing. They were great, you know.
So I should flash people and say the pickup lines together, you think?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my-
I like the way you
Leave it alone.
think. I like the way you think. You can see him write down flash people to let them know I'm interested in them.
Oh,
in flash
dear.
in Morse code
Okay.
specifically.
Okay.
And a note, learn what Morse code is.
Okay, slight adjustment to that. What you just wrote there. Not flash yourself, maybe.
No, flash others. Got you.
Oh, not quite. I'd say more like, if you have light, then flash the light, not yourself.
So I should find a light to flash instead, and that'll tell other people that I'm game.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
What exactly am I flashing?
Yes.
Like, what am I flashing the light
like I
with?
said.
So I'm flashing light with Morse code.
You know what? Maybe just try dancing or something. That might be easier, honestly.
I don't know how to. Do you know anyone who knows how to dance? Can you dance?
No, absolutely not. I don't know how to dance. Maybe someone at the Capitol know how to dance, for surely.
You make a good point. There's a lot of like nobility in the capital. Surely they know how to dance. But how?
Yeah.
I'll keep your notes for later. Thanks.
Yeah. You should add that addition just before you forget. You know, not to flash yourself, but
the flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So you see him crossing it
just
out.
in case you forget. Yeah.
Sorry, what was your name again? I'm Ren.
Oh, I'm Fyrene. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Fyrene says to flash light in Morse code. And
okay,
dance.
Maybe don't quote me on that. Don't put my name on paper like that.
Well, how will I know who told me otherwise?
Just say it was a firefly.
Fireflies say flashlight in Morse code and dance at people. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is not you. This is fireflies as a whole do this to people.
Oh my god.
Wait, guys, I'll be back in a bit. I gotta like move my laundry real quick.
Do what you gotta do.
The dryer and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think you got time. you have a really interesting culture. So I should.
Yeah.
So this works for all fireflies? Wow. You're the first firefly I've met, so this is just new to me.
Oh no. Okay.
So dance and flashlight in Morse code.
Yeah, sure.
I have to learn what Morse code is then. Thanks, Fyrene. I'll make sure to tell all my friends about this if they're failing to.
Oh god.
Can you imagine a couple of guys going down to the pond and flashing light in Morse code, dancing together?
Oh god.
It'll be perfect. The women won't be able to resist us. Oh, I appreciate all your help. He kind of like grabs you on the shoulder. You're a really good friend.
Oh no. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know if I helped there.
You helped more than you.
Maybe
I was useless on my own.
Oh god.
You said it yourself.
Maybe...
my flirts weren't good enough.
I never said that. I said they were pretty good. Don't quote my name, whatever you do, please.
You don't want to be known?
Not like that.
But what if people want to know who taught me? I could tell them to come say hi. Like, who taught you how to do that? And that this was good. And I'll be like, oh, Fyrene. And then they'll come and ask you for advice. And you could be like this like date person.
Okay. I sort of learned this through, trial and error, but it was 100% error rate.
Until you started flashing in Morse code. And then it worked for you.
We can
Maybe I should
we can
pick up
delete
lines
that,
at all.
sure.
Do pickup lines not work for
no.
you?
No, they don't work for me. Yeah.
Alright, I'll drop the pickup lines and I'll just dance in flashlight.
No, but you should try that though, because it works differently for different people. So.
Oh, okay. So I should also be using pickup lines at the same time.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe try in like stages. Try the pickup lines. If those don't work, move to.
Oh, I see. So if I try a pickup line and they don't like it, then I flash the light in Morse code and dance at them. To let them know I mean it.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
Oh, no.
You know, you're.
Hey,
you're,
if
you're
one
a
of you
hero.
wanted to fix this, you should have come with me. But none of you are here.
Fyrene, noted womanizer.
Oh god.
Ugh,
Fucking flirtation guru over here.
you sense who?
Oh god.
Maybe you can show me how it's done sometime so I can really get an idea for it. So, if pickup lines fail, flashlight
Yep.
and Morse
Oh.
code and dance. And
Yeah,
all
yeah,
fireflies
and, you know-
do this. Got you.
Yes, well, okay. Most of them, yeah, sure.
Most
I
fireflies
will say,
do this.
I would love to show you, however, it is too powerful, you know?
Oh, I wouldn't.
You
So
might
it
be
works
too
on more than
captivated.
just women. Oh, so it works on everybody.
Exactly, yes.
So if I was interested in anyone, I should do this. I like the way you think. I like the way you think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's irresistible, huh? That'll
Yes.
work. That'll work for me. Wow,
I've
they're
tried
really
it
gonna.
on
They're really gonna.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've tried it on exactly 1-1 people, and it's worked 100% of the
100% of the time. Wow, that's a lot of the
Yes.
time.
Yes. Yeah.
On one-on-one people, huh? That's like the best kind of people, one-on-one. I only need to get 100% success
Okay.
with one person. That's even better.
Yeah.
You kind of, once again, hand on your shoulder, like a good grip. You really
Oh,
made
God.
it for me. You really, I won't forget this. I won't forget this, Fyrene. I mean,
This
Firefly.
mosquito's gonna die alone.
This
Oh,
mosquito's
God.
gonna get arrested.
Single-handedly the reason we come.
You're a
Oh,
legend. I
God.
won't forget you. If I succeed, I'll tell my
Please.
kids about you.
But yeah, please don't tell your kids about me. You know what? Don't tell anyone about me. Just
Oh, this is
take
a
my
secret.
ideas as your own and go from there, you know?
Oh, well, I couldn't possibly. You know, I'll just let them know this like guru in the mountains told me to do this. This Firefly,
Yes.
and he was like 100% success rate, and I'll be like, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'll make sure when I have my memoirs, I'll make sure to anonymously include you.
Yes. Yes. Anonymously. Don't link it back to me in any specific way.
I'll keep it as non-specific as possible. You
Amazing.
told me. Thank you. And he's gonna kind of like, with a smile, return to looking into the reflection in the water, and now trying, clearly not knowing what Morse code is, trying to figure out how do you flash in Morse code, and what it means
Oh,
to
God.
flash someone, or flashlight specifically. As you turn around to leave, you can also see the 3 ant women looking at you, puzzled.
Oh God. Ah. Another potential relationship saved.
I
Amazing.
returned. I'm concerned by what last thing I've returned in the past 5 seconds, but
This mosquito's gonna die alone.
oh dear.
Seeing your apparent pride of having saved a relationship, the ants are just gonna ignore you as you continue about whatever you were doing. Clearly
all
starting a
thought they cannot
reputation for
peacock
firefighters. I fucking love peacock spiders.
It's just if they looked at you as a peacock spider, it would be 100 times. This conversation would have been 100 times worse.
One day perhaps. For now though, meanwhile, let's move back to the Wagon 3. Hey party, what are you guys up to? Anything you'd like to do?
Oh God.
Having Meanwhile, of course, Fyrene is giving wonderful relationship advice. But what are you guys up to? There's lots of things to explore still.
I think personally, after Junebug is done with his meal, he's going to make rounds across the caravan.
Sounds good. Any wagon you'd like to start with? You're in 3, and there's 1 to 5. Currently, we know Fyrene went to 4.
I think I will go back to start with, and then move up.
Sounds good. To Wagon 5. Is anyone else liking to travel around? Anyone going with Junebug to the 5th wagon? Akan, Betsy?
I'm gonna look at a con.
Why don't you go ahead? I need to continue working on these songs.
Okay. I'll skip over to Junebug.
Alright, so you're both going to Wagon 5. Sure thing. Do. So once again, you guys slow down, allowing many of the wagons to pass you, hearing for about a moment some questionable advice being given, but not quite enough of a glimpse, as you find yourselves back towards wagon number 5. Looking in, you see what appears to be a elderly aunt of some kind. They are covered head to toe in different fabrics and robes hiding her from view. She sits sipping calmly from tea carved in a walnut shell. What's more, you'll also see someone who called themselves Feldspar, the pill bug, sitting happily in the corner, having noticed you guys, but like clearly trying to keep it together and keep his cool. Like, wow, they accepted my invite. That's so cool. This is cool. It's super cool. Keeping it together. And of course, another ant sat leaning against the walls of this carriage. They wear a battle-scarred outfit made of rags clearly covering up their worn armor. A large, heavily polished blade sat beside her, its handle mere inches from their hand, as though even in their rest their guard is still up. Betsy, you uniquely would recognize this as a winter ant, a species of ant renowned for their aggression, toxin, and isolationism, and also general apathy towards others. A race of ants from the north, what you would have encountered on your way out of the Everfall.
Mhm.
But yes, you see these 3 bugs sat here in the wagon.
Hmm.
Okay. Junebug just gonna say, just gonna say, don't mind us. Sorry to disturb everyone. Junebug is just making rounds for security.
Feldspar gets up and is like, yeah, security! Woo!
Oh God.
Silence from the other ants. The one covered head to toe, the elderly ant, a very kind of a nice calm nod. Thank you, dearie. And of course, the winter ant gives no mind whatsoever.
This is no need to thank. This is Junebug's job. We're being paid to do this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What is the point of the rounds that we're making?
Junebug is doing his due diligence. Especially in the cover of night, would be easy for anyone to sneak their way in and cause trouble.
Hmm.
Junebug looks towards the ant with the sword,
Mhm.
and just says, what do you want to say here? He's not threatening or anything, but more just looks at it and goes, Junebug can tell that you are someone Junebug should know. If you're as good of a warrior as it feels, head for the great dark, and look for Shiver, and look for the land of cold. I think you'll find some pleasant surprises there.
She kind of gives a loud puff. Like just completely disregarding, like, oh, child's play. She kind of just turns away from you. If you'd like, you can give me a perception check about her. But it's up to you. Or maybe an insight even. Oh, sorry, yeah, perception or insight.
Why not?
Whichever you'd like.
And there it goes. Why? Why? I hate this. Like, it is not. It's literally session after session of crap.
When we move to Foundry, you might get luckier. But just know I'm also unlucky here. We're all bad.
God, stop hate me.
So what did you roll?
Even with the bonus, it would be a 5 max.
That's still not terrible, because this is not. No one's actively hiding anything from you. All you're able to seemingly ascertain by getting a better look at her clothes, the tattered kind of wear on them, even the blade itself, is that they were likely coming from or heading towards a battleground of some kind. Like, this is someone who is in, like, warrior mode, if you would. Not in downtime mode.
Junebug looks to this one and says, they're not going to respond, but Junebug gets a smirk on his face and goes, you know, Junebug would love to spar with you sometime. I think you would be a formidable foe. Not to mention, if Junebug wins the duel, that's just more glory for his belt.
Do you have someone else you could be bothering?
She kind of, like, turns to you.
I love her.
Junebug just smiles and just goes, as feisty as the twins.
Again, rolling her eyes, turns away.
Junebug is no stranger to ones like you. And if anything, you remind Junebug of the twins. Only they're not from the Great Mountains.
You see, she's, like, really working to, like, not give you any attention.
And Junebug doesn't care. Well, you can sulk and brood all you want. Junebug will continue on his way.
Keeps looking back.
You looking at her, Betsy?
No, I'm saying Junebug probably keeps looking back, being like, "Oh, I don't care."
But are you looking at her, or are you looking elsewhere?
No, I am looking at her. I want to ask her, like, what she's doing here, where she's headed.
Few know the pain of liquid flame coursing through one's body. And if all goes right, one day no one will ever know.
Oh, did you just come from a battle?
Did I just come from a battle? The less you know, the better you'll be. Not like you know anything about our civilization anyway, right?
Actually, I've hung out with some of you guys before. So I was wondering what you're doing out here.
How would you have met any of us?
Oh, I just got some help in the past, but yeah, what seems to have been bothering you?
I'm sorry. Like, how have you met? We'd hardly even leave the colony. How would you have met any of us? Where?
Oh, yeah. I mean, some of you guys sometimes head over to the Everfall.
You're from the Everfall.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That you guys are actually, like, I owe a lot to you guys. You guys helped me come out of there.
I'm sorry. How did you get out of the Sorry.
It sounds like you're saying you entered the colony. Is that what you're telling me?
I guess so. Yeah.
Huh. Almost impressive that you're still alive, assassin. Were I uninjured, I'd tell you where you stand.
Oh, no. I mean, I wasn't an assassin or anything.
Oh, what? Do you take me for a fool? Unlike those other lesser colonies, none are ever to be granted entry to the colony for any reason. So either you're a liar or a villain.
with a face that actually says that Junebug's done playing around, or you're an overly paranoid idiot who looks at a friendly face with disdain.
Like an oaf like you would at anything.
I mean, wouldn't you have thought to have heard
Junebug
that?
understands more than you would think.
Oh.
What were you gonna say, Betsy?
If I was an assassin, wouldn't you have heard something about something going wrong with the colony?
That's what I'm wondering too. Because it sure would have made the rounds if an outsider came in.
Yeah. So I meant no harm.
Feel
I
free to
just
give me a
wanna get
persuasion
out.
check, if you would. That you're about your innocence.
Okay. Um,
And Junebug's here, so if he would like to give help, feel free.
uh-oh.
Sure, why not?
Alright, advantage.
Uh,
Give us a reroll.
14
That's much better.
plus. Persuasion. Oh, plus 6.
God damn, 30-20?
So yeah.
Alright. She looks a little less aggro, how marginal that may be. You may not be some assassin, and you clearly lack the deceptive skill required to pass our guards alone. However, I will not overlook your trespass. Be grateful, as I'll not slay you on this day, and is not due to injury. Mercy.
I appreciate it. So why are you all the way out here all alone?
Dealing with fire ants.
Oh, ew, okay.
Oh yeah, no, they're bad. They're fucking annoying.
Yeah, yeah. Yikes. You get into like a squirmish?
You could say that. We've been at war with them for a while now. But they don't really stand much a chance. Also, real quick,
No,
Junebug, you're kind of on the outside of this conversation. What is your passive perception, real quick?
My passive?
Yes.
13.
Okay. With that as your passive perception, as this kind of war with the fire ants comes up, and this sort of excitement to deal with them, the kind of shrouded ant across the wagon kind of shifts a bit uncomfortably. But yes, coming back.
Oh no, are they have fire ants?
Who knows? You could say that there's been a bit of a happening with this fight. And for our kind, we're just going field to field, dealing with them where we find them. One of them nicked me pretty good, but you know, it's nothing our colony can't handle.
Yeah, no, you seem really strong and dedicated, so I bet it's.
Perhaps you're wiser than I thought if you could recognize that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think we're just hanging around. Junebug.
I'm gonna continue my rounds. Before Junebug moves up, though, he stops, looks at the ant and goes, "Don't ever threaten my friends again."
I do as I please. Don't threaten my colony. And she turns away.
Ants. No wonder you guys are in constant state of war.
Ants, wasps, every other species fucking sucks.
Just the ones that glorify war.
So are you just like racist against Hymenoptera? Like is that?
There's more to life than constantly killing each other.
Someone can't appreciate cultural differences.
Says the wasp that insults every person that he has met.
The wasp is not
I can
present
appreciate
right
how
now.
all of them are equally pathetic.
The pride of this fucking guy. I love it. You're all equal in that you are beneath me. But yes, if you guys are looking like you're getting ready to leave, Feldspar, immediate disappointment flashes across his face, but he's not gonna come up to you guys and be lame. But maybe you for a moment realize why he was so excited to not be in this wagon.
You hear Junebug sigh and go, Pillbug, if you wanna come, just don't be loud about it, please.
I can be quiet. I can be very quiet. You won't hear a peep from me.
And he kind of immediately stands up, grabs just some misc items, and hops down to walk around with you guys. Meanwhile, again, Akan, you have been left on your lonesome for now. Is there anywhere you would like to go? Anything you would like to do? There are still
So,
two
wait,
unexplored
yeah.
wagons as well.
Is it 1 and 2 that have been unexplored, right?
Yep, these are the two wagons that would be less civilian, more like the admin team, if you would. You know Worf and Laurel, Laurel being the one who kind of took an interest to you as you left town. They are in Wagon 1. You guys do not know who is in Wagon 2.
Akan's gonna think of it. I'm gonna pick Wagon 2.
Sure thing. With a bit of a swift jog, you are able to outpace the ladybugs and catch up to Wagon number 2. As you grow closer, a wondrous scent meets you. Approaching into the wagon, you kind of see it's a fairly crowded place. Clearly it's a bit of a bigger wagon. On kind of the door is on the side rather than on the back. On one side of the cabin sits a grasshopper at a desk with a large decorated pencil. Surrounding them is a great deal of very organized books and pages. But unfortunately for him, as the wagon hits a bump, all these books and papers kind of fall strewn about. And with a loud sigh, you realize this is not the first time this has happened today. They wear a large mushroom as a hat, with comfortable robes strewn over them. And they're currently reading a very large, well-loved tome on their desk. And it sits another book titled Methods for the Madness, Volume 1. Across the way sits an ant that you would have seen before, the one who brought you your food. They don't have any expression at all, and they seem entirely consumed with miscellaneous cooking.
Just by looking at the ones that scattered on the ground, are these like more? Like, can I roughly tell what the content of these books and papers are? Like, are they more like logistics, like forms and whatever, or are they actual like stories? You know.
Of the ones that fell strewn across the floor, it is very clearly like inventory logs, other logistical things, general like, what would you say, like communication between the two teams. So it's not like constant going back and forth between these wagons of what's to expect, where are we going. You actually see some trading logs. One of them specifically had Oak Ridge written on it, and is just completely scratched out. Because Oak Ridge, I guess, was not able to trade. But yes, that is what you see. Of the books that are more story-based or text, those ones were a bit heavy and were not able to fall.
Okay, and what was the book that was on the well-loved tome that was on the desk again?
Yes,
The
that is
Something of Madness?
Methods for the Madness, Volume 1. This is actually titled Chaos Theory.
Greetings.
Hello. Do you need something?
Just something to do while waiting. But this is
I can actually share a picture of this guy for
rather
you guys.
tastefully decorated area.
He looks around,
Much.
if you say so. Not really my cup of tea, but you know, we make do.
What are all of these here, if I may ask?
Sorry, what are all these, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, these are primarily inventory. Let me pull it up for you real quick here. Do. I am Osiris. I'm sort of I take care of all the inventory, the bookkeeping, what's where. I do all the trading. Logistics the house down. I'm also the one you come to if you need, I don't know, supplies of some kind. He kind of motions around him. This here is my desk. Welcome to the admin space. It's a lot of just forms. I'm sure that interests you greatly. And other text, academic, what have you. Though I don't think that's up your alley.
Academic? What kind?
Oh, a scholar are you? They say, kind of adjusting their writing tools back into correct places. I'm not going to sit here and explain all these books entirely to you. I was given a lot of these based off of Laurel's unpredictable nature, if you would. A lot of these academic writings are generally about the unpredictable, if you would. How fate is strewn, or whatever term you want to use. Sort of to make things make sense. Are you interested?
That doesn't indeed sound interesting. I wasn't aware that there are those beyond wasp kind capable of such complex thought.
You'd be quite surprised. I'm actually more
You
impressed
call me
that
a racist.
wasps had any intellectual thoughts at all. But I guess we can all be surprised.
Why would you possibly think that of us?
He kind of like.
I don't exactly see why the misconception would come about.
Don't you eat your own kind when they die? And
How
raid-
is that relevant?
And don't you also raid all sorts of settlements for supplies?
Yes. How is this anything that a civilized, cultured civilization would not do?
Perhaps when you find that answer out, return to me. And he kind of like chuckles to himself a little bit, like you missed something.
You're a strange person indeed. But what is this chaos theory you're describing?
Have you heard of this butterfly effect? It started as some sort of self-congratulating statement about how a single butterfly can do anything, it'll change the world.
Of course, a butterfly would say that.
I know. Typical reservoir, honestly. Put themselves up on a pedestal. But actually, no, this book expands on some early theories about more holistic things, kind of taking that and applying it more to any given person. That, you know, what you do here today may drastically change the fate of the world for all we know. I think it's a bit of a hodgepodge thing, but it's rather interesting as well. Especially with how Laurel is just all over the map. It's a nice thing to think about, that maybe what she does is purposeful, instead of to drive me insane.
And how is it this major revelation that even that one person can inflict such great change? Are your annals of history not also littered with stories of great heroes? People who single-handedly changed the course of history.
It's funny you mention. They do actually talk about that as well. Specifically, they talk about the ancient king and like the old kingdom before the cataclysm. And about how, you know, their inner circle drastically changed the world just on their own. Many things stand up to this day, like I believe it was Webward, who was one of the knights. He's the reason anyone puts up with spiders half the time anymore. Once upon a time, they were isolated completely from society. Predators and all, you understand.
Fascinating.
Isn't
I
it?
do not believe I'm too familiar with some of your people's interpretations of these events and stories.
Yes, I think that's a rather fair. The sky often has its own subjective view on many historical events. I wouldn't blame you for thinking otherwise.
Well, every retelling of a story is itself has value of some kind, even if some of them are wrong. But they are telling. the things that we take away from these stories, the things that we share, the things that we bring home and retell.
Absolutely. That's actually why I'm a big fan of music. I know it's more of a cricket's
Oh.
game than a grasshopper's game. Please, don't tell Laurel I said any of this. She'll hold it against me forever.
Oh,
But like,
not at all.
oral tradition
Oh.
has been a massive part of history for a very long time. I'm not too sure if you're aware. So it's
Oh yes, of course. I was back home. Back home, I was very much. I knew all the stories of the wasps. I was in charge of retelling many of them. Making the stories, writing these sagas, the songs, especially teaching them to the larvae.
a historian. That's rare, actually. I'm glad you came by. You've changed my perspective on wasps a little bit. But I mean, as we say before, right? These different perspectives, they matter.
Yes, you are certainly perhaps the most intelligent and cultured being I've met. That's not a wasp here so far.
I am honored you think so.
Your name, Osiris? Yes.
Yes, Osiris. And yourself.
Akan. I will remember your name.
And I will remember yours.
That is a privilege I do not grant to most.
I will hold that with respect. Thank you. And don't bother talking to Norantha. And he kind of like motions to the cook. I'd honestly be impressed if you got anything out of her. And he kind of like smiles to himself as he looks back down at his work.
Tell you what. Would it be all right with you if I stay here for a bit? I enjoy the peace and quiet, especially with someone who I think can appreciate an intellectual conversation.
So long as you do not prove a distraction, you're welcome to stay. I see no reason why not.
Thank you, Osiris.
He'll kind of motion at like one of just a chair that's around in the space.
Yeah. I kind of look around and I kind of look at, may I take one of these books to simply peruse? And over here.
As you wish, simply return it to where you found it when you're done.
Of course. I would never want to disgrace where you keep your stories.
He smiles with like a soft nod to enjoy yourself. Of the general books around, there was of course mentioned of chaos theory. There's a lot of things that kind of talk about how these kind of fates, if you would, how things change, what influences all of these. There are some tomes here and there that discuss magic and its inherently wild and unpredictable nature. In its most raw forms, there's the occasional book that describes people's attempts to control this magic, and the failed attempts and successful attempts as well. One of them actually stating mystery in origin as well. But just some miscellaneous texts around the space.
I think I'll pick up that last one,
Of course.
Stories of hubris. Always fascinating to explore. I take it, I just kind of with a old man grunt, just sit down on the chair. I kind of sit down, I just open the book and begin to read.
Let's say, I don't know, what would be most interesting? You're going through a book. Feel free to give me an investigation check to see just like how much you grasp of it in a short amount of time. How well you do skimming.
I'm not gonna like read it like properly. I'm just gonna.
Of course.
But yeah, 14. Investigation, you said, right?
Quite good. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
14.
gonna have to pull this up real quick. I hope I have it written down here. Yes. So, specifically again relating to Mystria, and as it attempts to control magic, control fates, it discusses two crystals that are brought together to form something called Luminix, which I'll actually write down for you in the chat.
Or Luminix?
Yep. Luminix.
Oh, there we go. Luminix. Okay.
So two crystals that come together to form Luminix, which is sort of an arcanotech, an attempt to create, control, and influence magic for the non-magical. It it's really complicated jargon, but the general concepts are there. This is something very crude but successful. The most notable things you will see mentioned is a place called the Pylon, which is a sort of massive superstructure at the very peak of Mystria, where these kind of crystals are created to operate efficiently. Where within Mystria, because of the Pylon, these crystals lose power at a normal rate, but only when leaving Mystria, these crystals rapidly lose power on use and can even shatter. It is very crude, especially for you, someone who uses magic. You can tell just by reading through this that it is, as you would say, hubris, an attempt for the non-magical to control something inherently made to not be controlled. But the closest thing to a success. It's kind of like dirty, muddy magic, if you would.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yes. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
I believe that's it.
Beautiful. If we want, we can have some time go by as you guys come back together. Otherwise, anything else you'd like? Actually, sure, we'll allow some time to pass. Each of you finish up with your wagons. There's still one more wagon remaining no one's visited. But is there anything anyone would like to do? Please just let me know. In that case, I'm just going to force you, Fyrene, as the first person to go and the last one who's been a while. You have able to finish your lesson on flirtation for Ren, and you find yourself kind of making your way out of the wagon. Behind you, of course, you can see Junebug and Betsy also kind of finishing up. They have Feldspar, the pillbug, with them. And ahead, perhaps you can see through a bit of a window, if you get the right angle, a con set nicely within reading something. Is there anything you would like to do?
I guess I'll go up to Junebug and like tell both of them that, like, oh yeah, so yeah, I met, these three, were they ants or?
They were 3 ants and a mosquito.
Okay. Yeah, I met these 3 ants and it was pretty interesting. They had some prototype or something that they were gonna show the king. That sounded interesting. Yeah, maybe we should go say hi, or I don't know if they're coming over to our forgot the word.
Your wagon?
Wagon. Oh my goodness.
It's all good. We're in the last 40 minutes, so I don't blame you. Junebug, Betsy? I know Feldspar's hyped as fuck, but he's trying to keep it quiet. Now that another ranger's appeared, he's like, "Oh my god, they're here! They're accepting me."
How is your wagon? Who is in there?
Our friend here, an older lady, and one very rude ant.
That's interesting. I met 3 ants and they're real nice. Well, I met one of them and they were kind of nice.
I should specify for you.
Not initially.
They were just black ants, like mint, as well. But continue.
Not much else to say about that wagon then, except that just those three.
Yeah, I mean, there was also, mosquito, but I took care of that, I'd say, pretty well.
Junebug just hopes that he never meets that rude ant again. Why does Junebug keep meeting everyone?
I was gonna say.
Why does Junebug keep meeting such everyone keeps meeting such rude people? Like, everyone is always rude.
Issues of 2 ants.
He didn't say ant, he said people.
That's fair. I was thinking about Ridge.
Like, it just keeps happening. First, that one, what was his name? From that one team before we became a team ourselves. That one, our teammate. It just seems to keep on happening. Kind of makes me wish to talk to the butterfly. Because although he was a bit, how does Junebug put it, flamboyant, at least he was good to talk to.
Mhm.
And as for you need to stand up for yourself more, Betsy. You literally got threatened back there.
Well, I mean, I don't want to cause any trouble on when we're on the caravan.
I'm not saying you start a fight or anything, but like, stand up for yourself. I know I know how capable you actually are. So come on. Have more respect for yourself than that.
Yeah.
Junebug is not saying we pick fights with everyone that is rude to us, but do something. Especially because, I mean, you haven't explained much to Junebug about where you're from, but it sounds like you have a connection with whatever's in the Great Mountain. Now, I don't know what that means at the end of the day, and Junebug will not pry. You explain when you're ready, if at all.
Yeah, I was kind of taken aback how accusatory they were, but
Father and Master used to always tell me that ants were actually quite nice and very sociable. Is she just an outlier in this one?
maybe. I mean, she did just come out of a battle, so.
Well, that's no reason to be rude to someone that's being friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be like Junebug biting your head off because Junebug loses an arm. It's not your fault.
Yes. Now that you guys have kind of reconvened, is there any of you guys would like to go?
I mean, unless going up to Wagon 1, not really.
Anyone else? Any
Because
thoughts?
I would say everything's quiet enough, so. Anyone else? I'll follow if anyone else wants to do something.
Not really. They're pretty much the same thing.
In that case, you will notice as well, Akan. You can see the rest of your party kind of jogging past, like they're making it towards Wagon 1. If you would like to rejoin them, of course you can enjoy.
I just kind of poke my head out. What's going on? What's the rush?
Nothing. Junebug is just making his way up to the last wagon to finish his last check.
Alright, hold on. Osiris, I'll see if I can rejoin you in a bit. I'll just make sure nothing happens here. I kind of, with a disappointed sigh, I set the book down and just old man stand up and then and step out of the cart. All right.
No one's
Let's
asking
see what
you
happens.
to join. Why?
I have to make sure that you larvae don't get yourselves killed doing something stupid.
We do not need a babysitter.
Eh.
Especially one as thick as one as especially thick-headed and brutish as you.
I just look back at Osiris for a little bit and just.
You see he's smiling, like he gets it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
So yes, the ladybugs are.
Is a good mood and not threatening someone. Someone tell the presses.
Simply because I finally met someone who has not done anything deserving of being threatened for.
So yes, the ladybugs are surprisingly quick. It takes some real effort to catch up to the front wagon. Though, on arrival, you can hear someone inside shouting to Worf on the reins. We weren't able to resupply as expected in Oak Ridge. We'll have to take the long path up through Mapleshade to fill up more.
Well, you know what you're asking, right? Canopy Cosmo's dangerous enough as it is. You want to risk the long path on dwindling supplies?
I can hardly hear you, Worf. You're gonna have to speak up. We have a good relationship with Mapleshade. Plus, we have a few rangers tagging along with us at this time. It's worth the risk, any trouble to ensure that we'll make it to the capital in good health. As the conversation begins to taper off, Worf kind of notices you all running up alongside the wagon. Just so you know, you're in good hands. We won't leave you hungry. What can I do for you?
Not to worry, Junebug is simply just doing rounds, making sure everything is quiet.
He kind of gives you guys a nod. Of course, looking up to Worf, you see that familiar figure, draped head to toe in gear and coats, their voice muffled by this sort of tube snout, gas mask-esque item they wear at all times. And Laurel, if you were to look into the lead wagon, a young and spry cockroach with a puzzled look across her face, is standing at a table surrounded by maps and a sundial and other navigational tools.
Junebug also says, is everything okay?
I mean, if you're looking for something to do on the road, I mean, your presence alone as security is more than enough. You might have
Well,
better luck back in the passenger carts.
Well, I just mean Junebug kind of heard some of what you were saying.
If you were wanting to help, I mean, if you know the area, Laurel inside could probably use a hand.
He kind of motions to all of you in this case, in case anyone knows anything about traveling around, or even anything about the region.
I mean, Junebug certainly doesn't, and I can't say for any of us, but if there's anything we can do to help, I mean, you're already paying us, so you could just make it, it's just a part of the job at the end of the day.
Duly noted. Anyone else want to do anything? We have Laurel inside. Any other questions anyone want to ask Worf?
No? If not, I'm gonna take the lead. No? Alright.
No.
In that case, we'll have all of you guys enter the cart itself.
Junebug kind of just walks up to the cockroach and just kind of crouches down and just kind of looks at everything with that the iconic Junebug smile.
She is a cricket. I will just note because it's a very important special difference there. But yes, as you guys kind of enter into the cart, Laurel does not seem to have noticed you guys. Still kind of scouring different maps and whatnot. She notices you guys after a little bit of time passes. Can I help you guys, or are you all just gonna stand there and stare? She kind of looks at each. You're smiling, but she's looking now at the other three, who are just sort of like there. zoned out. Can I help you?
Junebug isn't trying to be rude. Just trying to get a sense of everything.
Yeah,
Junebug
well,
is more just trying to learn how all of this works.
yeah,
How
fair enough.
Junebug was taught to track and everything is very different to how you guys do it.
That's pretty interesting. Well, I mean, if you're just trying to get the lay of the land, uh, I'm just refining our route to the capital. Nothing fancy. You know, we planned to fill up on goods back in Oak Ridge, but I mean, as you guys saw yourselves, Oak Ridge wasn't in a great state, so we weren't able to get a whole lot of supplies. So we're kind of running suboptimally on supplies right now. We're gonna have to probably take another stop somewhere, but we're having a real hard time trying to pick our route. We're gonna be coming up to a crossroads pretty soon. So I mean, if any of you know anything about navigating around the roads or anything like that, please speak up. I'd love to have a hand. Anyone travel around?
Not too much, really. Sort of my first time out here, so
I mean, even if you just know traveling roadways even, that'd be pretty good. I'll take any help I can.
Personally, when in doubt, I go left. So
How has that turned out for you so far?
honestly, don't know, because I don't know what would happen if I went.
You make a valid
So-
argument, but it's not helping my situation.
Yeah,
But
I
if
don't
it
really
comes
know
down to it, I'll make an
how to
argument for
help.
left.
So
I mean, if anyone would like, you can give me a nature check. Anyone. You don't, no limit.
sure, I guess I'll try and be more help than go left.
So she'll kind of bring you over, and there's just like maps strewn about, routes, different pieces of information. So please, give me any of you, give me a nature check. Anyone who wants to.
Um, 11.
All right. Anyone else making this roll, or is it just Fyrene?
Not this time.
I
Akan,
can
that's you?
try.
Yeah, go for it.
Also try. Let's see. Oof. Yeah. Okay. That's then.
18.
18.
Whoa.
Betsy, you've been around the roads a bit, be it leaving the Everfall, traveling south along Acrewood, now you're going back up along Acrewood, even trying to route things out from the Everfall across those frozen wastes. You're able to sit down with Laurel for a little while, kind of working together to refine this route. In about 10 or so minutes of reading and reviewing documents, you actually find an old letter from Mapleshade ordering building supplies. It appears that Mapleshade was planning to construct a bridge over a large water-filled ravine. And if this shortcut was made, you guys could actually cut a day off the trip and save some supplies.
That sounds good. We should take the shortcut.
Is shortcut? What'd you find?
Yeah, looks like there's a shortcut that I remembered around here. So maybe we could go through there.
And she's gonna kind of pick up that letter you found. Oh yeah, no, I guess Mapleshade was doing something now, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That was some time ago. You know, they might be just on that bridge. That might actually work. You know, thanks for coming by. That might be perfect, because I mean, if we were going the other way, we'd be really struggling by the end. We'd actually have to pick up the pace a lot more.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we found this.
Yeah, no, that'll probably cut off a full-on day. We'll probably be at Mapleshade probably by tomorrow evening in that case. We'll have to see. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with, Spider?
No, I think I'm okay.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad. Oh, I should also, actually, specifically for you, I should let you know, because you've been very kind of devil-may-care, which is not a bad thing at all. But when we get up to the city, not a lot of city folk kind of jive with that kind of energy from a spider. So it might be and you don't have to do this, but it might be in your best interest to kind of keep your head down and not attract attention. People can be a little bit distrustful of your folk up in the bigger cities.
Well, thanks for the information.
Just want to
I'll
let
keep
you.
that in mind.
She kind of nods her head at you. Is there anything I'm helping any of y'all with, or? I mean, that's fantastic. You guys, that's a huge help for us.
No, I think that would be. That would be it for me.
Anyone else want to do anything in the lead wagon?
Mm-mm.
Perfect.
No.
In that case, we'll have everyone return to lovely wagon number 3. It is late evening, so if you guys are going to be having a long rest, that'll be about now. Specifically, you, Fyrene, as you are settling down for a rest tonight, and it could be, of the extra movement, jogging around or what have you, but you're like really starting to feel it. It's not just in your shoulders now, it's kind of in your joints, in your abs. You're just kind of like, your muscles are just sort of sore. That cough is starting to get a little worse. Nothing terrible yet, but it's just like you're generally uncomfortable as you kind of are laying down for rest tonight. Can anyone tell me, you guys all just gonna go to bed? Is that the idea? Or anything anyone's gonna do overnight?
I'm just gonna head to bed.
Sound up
I'll
everyone's
just
alley.
head to bed.
Yeah, I'll probably head to bed as well, and then tell Junebug in the morning or something about it, if it's just as bad.
Sounds very good. And recognizing, of course, Betsy stepped off to the loo, wherever it is in the woods nearby. A little brief stop on the road, perhaps. Everyone got a little moment. But yes. A nice fade off into the night here. Do-do-do. As morning kind of arrives, each of you having taken some...
Oops.
Oh, yes.
No, my bad.
What's up?
I accidentally rolled.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. But yes, as all of you guys kind of wake up in the morning, you all wake up and the caravan has stopped completely. It appears no one decided to stay on watch overnight. Everyone just went to bed comfortably.
I was pissing the whole time.
It's all good. Everyone just sort of went to bed. It is now
Okay.
the next day in the morning. The caravan is fully stopped. It seems that, in theory, everyone just went to bed. So no one was staying up playing guard over the night. Fyrene, something interesting has happened. But actually, we'll come back to you.
Oh, no.
Betsy, as you awaken this morning, you're starting to feel sore in the shoulders, and you're developing a little bit of a cough. Fyrene,
I don't know.
something's happening with you over here, as things have gotten worse. Let me tell you what happens here. It has manifested. You are feeling a lot of fatigue. You're pretty tired. You did get your full night's rest. Your body is properly cramping. I need you to take 1 level of exhaustion immediately. From this point on, until whenever this goes away, you will only regain half of your normal hit points from hit dice, and you will receive no hit points from a long rest until whatever this is goes away.
Okay.
Starting at the
Okay.
end of your next long rest, end of it, you may make a Constitution saving throw. Or sorry, you will make one to see if it gets better or worse. I will send you the information on this as well. Yes, as you have woken up today, you are feeling very tired and very bothered. Very sore, cramping all over, and it seems that Betsy is developing a bit of whatever you were developing.
No.
Exploring around, you'll see Laurel and Osiris kind of talking to each other back at wagons 6 through 10, which are all supply wagons. You can tell something troublesome likely happened overnight. And I think that's where we'll end off for today. With problems beginning to arise, diseases starting to spring up, and new questions.
Trouble always seems to find us.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
In the words of Vash the Stampede, oh, I can't just get a break! Death and Despair love me so much, they brought friends!
Mm-hmm. What's also to note is Worf is currently nowhere to be seen as well. But yes, thank you all for joining me today. I know today was a slower session, but it was another roleplay day. Welcome now to Chapter 2. You guys enjoy today? I know it was a slower day, but how do you guys feel today? You have fun?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the slower days. Because it gives us chance to flesh out and everything. But speaking of that, stop calling me a fucking racist, goddammit!
I mean, you know, if the shoe fits.
Wasp!
I mean, you showed a lot of prejudice against Hymenoptera, you know, I mean...
It's so exciting to me, because I'm like, anyone could have gone to talk to the mosquito, and I feel like each of you would have given equally bad, but equally different flirting techniques. From perhaps
I think that was the
con
worst
being like,
one, I'm not gonna lie.
We know
Flash yourself? Are you if they are not interested in your pickup line, flash yourself is crazy.
Flash and then dance around as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be like, I'm DTF if you didn't hear me. And we know that, at least from what we've heard, a con would have been like, well, you should kill them or duel them to show them that your genetics are worthy. Oh, just so wonderful.
I'm so sorry to that mosquito. Oh my god.
The mosquito's gonna die alone.
Don't worry, you guys. There's a long road ahead. You guys will have lots of opportunities to give him even more tips.
Don't worry. I have no intention of telling any of you guys about that interview.
Thank God I was not there with you. Oh my god.
You can
You're
imagine
so
how the
lucky.
other women in the room might have felt about hearing it works 100% of the time.
I never said I tried it.
That's
so,
true.
Hey.
Hey, you succeed all 100% of the time if you don't try. It's equally.
Exactly.
Null, completely null, voided out.
Trial and error, but I've never tried it, and it's never gone wrong.
All we've ever tried is going left and not flashing people.
Of course.
But I'm excited to see who the next person Ren comes up to for advice is.
No.
Because, you know I'm writing all of it down.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
But yes, today, again, I thought today was a pretty fun day. We got to see all the new NPCs you guys are traveling with, for the most part. I'm looking forward to next time, as things start to get a little more interesting. It is still a long way from the capital. Assuming all things get taken care of, you should be at Mapleshade before you know it. I'm excited for you guys. And of course, what's going on with Fyrene? And now it's seemingly Betsy's being affected as well. I hope this isn't too big an issue.
The bites, I wonder.
Who knows? All I know is receiving half the hit dice when you do hit dice and not getting any health back from a long rest. That's gonna be very. That's gonna be fun.
It just sounds like an infection. I mean, no fucking surprise. You guys literally got bit by a zombie that was in the muck of a swamp.
I don't remember getting.
It would be like being bit by a rat during World War One. You're gonna catch.
Did I get bit?
You got bit.
I don't know. Really?
Yup. Actually, Akan almost got bit, but his AC was too high. So I almost got 3 of you guys. But I did in fact get you and Fyrene.
Saved my ass that day.
Hmm.
That's why I didn't get bit. Is my armor saved me.
Yeah, actually, I almost got all of you if not for the AC. Because right by the things got so bad, you guys got completely, like, just, what do you say? You guys got, like, surrounded and everything. But my goodness me. You guys did succeed, but man, half of you got bitten.
Well, honestly, I can honestly say, no, there's no need to panic because it's just a normal disease because there is nothing magical in nature of it. So that's an upside. We just need to figure out a way to help you two out.
What if we got prions?
Who knows?
We're dead.
Who knows? All we know is, Betsy, you wake up, you look over, Fyrene is not looking good, and you're starting to feel what he felt. So, like, that right there is your fate at this rate. And the two of you are also the squishiest of the party.
Yippee.
So that's gonna be a really fun thing to deal with. And his best part, where's the healers? There's no healers on this trip. There's not a single cleric.
Oh great, Betsy and Fyrene are gonna have to stay in the wagon while the two that are constantly arguing are gonna have to go on an adventure together. Ain't that gonna be fucking wonderful?
Who knows?
Constantly
My goodness.
arguing with each other.
It's
The
gonna
old
be
married
fun.
couple.
We can at least say that Betsy gets one more long rest before things get bad at this time. But yes, I am very pleased. I like my plan the whole time. Yes. Yeah, any highlights from anyone today? Any fun moments? It was actually I thought it was kind of nice seeing another side of a con with Osiris. Kind of a bit more book read and what have you.
Yeah, he's a cultured guy. You know?
Yeah.
It's very, very fun indeed. Well, in that case, again, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Next time, we get to get into the interesting shit. So I'll catch you all then.